welcome back to my channel. This is Sloth and Orchids. I am Elisa, and today I'm going to be showing you my finished January collection. Okay, there's some good news and bad news. Good news is that I used all the fabrics that I showed you in my plans video. All those fabrics were utilized and now go beautifully together. Bad news is that I changed up a couple of patterns, just like I said I would. Naughty, naughty. But never mind, it's better this way, trust me, you'll see. Also, I've just spent the whole morning trying things on and taking pictures for you guys to show you like a collection sort of look. And I kind of noticed that some of my things are a bit snug fitting, and can't say I'm surprised, because let's face it, nobody's getting any skinnier in this lockdown. And I don't know about the rest of the world there, but you know, here in the UK we're on the third one and it ain't ending anytime soon, so I don't know, I think I might have to size up in my future makes. Let's start with what I'm wearing. This is my Myosotis dress, made with beautiful fabric from Fabrics for All. Viscose challis, obviously. I've really enjoyed making it. I think I've made 2 Myosotis dresses now. I think I'm gonna lay off it for a while. 2 is enough, and there are quite a few, and you'll know why, because there's one pattern in particular that I'm keen to repeat again. Myosotis dress, right. Lengthened sleeves and extending it to straight sleeve, just a straight sleeve. Top of a skirt was lengthened by 15 centimeters. Omitted pockets, added 1.5 inch to bodice, therefore 1 extra button, and chose firmer interfacing. Right, so on the first dress that I've made, I don't know why I'm yelling. I need to just okay, so yeah, I just can't speak quietly. You just have to deal with it. I did try. On the first Myosotis, I've inserted quite a thin interfacing, and it was really super quite floppy. So on this one I put in like the medium interfacing. I think it's quite nice actually. I made these ties longer so that I can actually wrap it around twice, and yeah, it's a beautiful dress. I really like it, and I chose to wear it today for the video. Okay, let's move on to the next item. My favorite top, this is what the pattern's called, and it's by Ellie and Mac, and it's made of this gorgeous organic cotton jersey. It's just, I love the color, I love it. Yeah, I made it according to my plans. Super straightforward make, like literally no comments. Let me just check with my comments. Favorite top, oh, took in 1 inch at each side. In the future, better look in viscose, exclamation point for me, exclamation point. All right. Jesus, I think it's just a bit too straight of a fit for me. I will either modify the pattern to have a better curve in the waist area, perhaps even use Agnes, because Agnes pattern just is gorgeous, is this gorgeous fit. So maybe I just put it on top of this pattern and just do the waistline like in Agnes. But then I love the top. I love the top part of it, and I loved it so much that I actually made 2, and that's what I do. And I had to stop myself from making the 3rd one, because that's me, that's just me. Like, if I find something I enjoy making or something I like the look of me of, I'll just literally make like 5. So So far I've only made 2, and that's only because I had to do a lot this month. Okay, let me just show you the second one. I think the second one you've actually seen me wearing in my video with my vintage books. Yes, I thought it was just super cute. I made it out of remnants of 2 viscose makes, and I'm really happy that I actually managed to do that. Otherwise they wouldn't have been used and just sat at the bottom of my remnants basket forever. But what I did, I played some pattern Tetris, and I managed to squeeze it out of like 2.5 meters, I think, and bits. So this could be front, or this could be front, and then you have like a white cuff. I think it's quite cute. And this version I made with not like a rollover collar, but just a band, and I chose to have a band with the direction of stripe facing that way, which is, I think, is absolutely adorable. So yes, so that is not included in my collection, but it's just something I just fancy making because I just can't stop myself. That's it, just had to get out of my system, just that one. Okay, so the next 2 items come as a set, and it's the trousers and a top. Okay, so if you watched my January plans video, you must know that I was going to make carrot trousers from Sew Over It with this fabric, and Easy Vogue pattern, the number escapes me, which is okay because I haven't used that Vogue pattern. So I did make carrot trousers, yes, and instead of that Vogue top I made Hoya blouse, or Oya, by Deer and Dome, and I could not be happier with it. It's super cute. The finish on the inside is absolutely exquisite. I'm so proud of this one actually, and it's the first one I made it as well. Yeah, if you want me to do the insides again of a couple of my things from this collection, I can do that for you, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. And to line this and to use for accents, I use a different black fabric, which is like a stretch, very inexpensive stretch satin. Yeah, so I used it for the inside panels of the front, and also, oh no, I see that coming, like I do not remember tabs. I'm gonna call it tab, but if not, I'm sure you'll see it across the top of a screen because that's a pretty standard procedure now. Yes, so I love this blouse. I just think it's a bit like a tuxedo-ish effect, I think, because of this lapel, like a sheen fabric. So and it goes really well together with carry trousers. Now carry trousers I'm absolutely in love with. This pattern is everything. I am going to make lots and lots and lots of it because I think I might have found my perfect trouser pattern. Yeah, yeah, I think, let me just check with my papers to see what I have modified for this. Right, so carry trousers. Right, I lengthened the trouser legs by 1.5 inch at the bottom of a leg, not where the line says shorten or lengthen, at the bottom of a leg, therefore they're even narrower at the bottom, which I like. Determine size from hip measurements. Yeah, so I went by my hip measurement because obviously you have most of a waistband is elastic. It's really big wide elastic, so it doesn't matter what your waist measurement is, you can always just make your elastic slightly smaller as long as it's only a couple of sizes up or down. So I did that, and then For the blouse, I made no changes, my paper says here, so okay, so that's that. Yeah, they go really well together. So yes, that's that. This will be worn a lot, I can tell you that for free. And also trousers are quite versatile, and even in polka dot I think they're quite quirky looking. They're quite smart because it's a matte satin fabric, but they also they're like a secret pajamas, like a elevated, like a glorified PJs that you can wear to work and that. Right, next. This one I'm just super proud of. It is made of a crushed velvet, very inexpensive, but it looks very luxurious, in fact. I did do a couple of alterations. Let me just tell you what they are before I forget. So for Sirocco jumpsuit, I've lengthened the sleeve. I've gathered the sleeve cap by splash and spread. Okay, I gathered the sleeve cap by slash and spread method. I left legs uncuffed, and I've added shoulder pads. That's it. Yes, I did. I think I put on my Instagram stories actually when I was doing this modification. I'm quite a chicken when it comes to modifying and doing like little hacks in the pattern, not mention the big hacks, but I'm getting a little better at it, I think. Like with this one, I thought I wanted to give it a little bit like a 40s feel, you know, with a sleeve, just like a gathered sleeve. And I also, a long time ago, I made like a top that I didn't wear, and I made shoulder pads for it that obviously I didn't use, and I saved the shoulder pads, and they were in my stash for ages and ages and ages. And then the moment I finished this, put it on to try it on, I was like, oh my god, the shoulder pads. And yeah, they only just add a tiny little bit just where this puffy bit is, but it's just so cute. And also accidentally, but now I wish I would know what I was doing at the time, I've put this band upside down. It's just so pretty, and I wish now, well, this is kind of yeah, I wish I would have done this and this also in the opposite direction, because it just looks super cute. But never mind, maybe next one, because I already have a 2 meters of crushed green velvet, and it's just absolutely gorgeous, like a dark rich forest green. Not necessarily Sirocco, but if I'm making something with different parts in it, I might play around with the nap direction, is what it's called. Next one. This one, I just love it so much. This is my first go at the Wilder gown. Yes, I know, everybody and their hamster has made it. Look, I may be late, but I will make a lot. I will catch on very, very soon. This fabric was supposed to be Stella Blouse by Named Clothing. It was one of the last garments I've made, and by the time it was literally like 2 days left till the end of January, and I thought, you know, Stella Blouse is quite an involved project. It's not complicated, but it's quite, you know, with the plackets and the collar and this and that and everything. And I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna have a go at this Wilder gown, and I've had my eye on it for a bit. And I finally just got the pattern, and it's not very complicated at all. So it's 4 parts plus the tie, and if you don't want to make a tie, you can literally just go into shop and get yourself some ribbon, pretty ribbon of contrasting color even, and just pop that in with the sleeve. Right, so I've seen a few versions on the internet, and I've really fancied myself a bit of like a gathered sleeve, so I've just lengthened it and then just put elastic in the end. I am absolutely in love with this. I'm going to make some sheer Wilder gowns, and one of them is actually coming up in my February plans, so stay tuned. My next make almost didn't happen. And I was gonna do like a little update, so I was just fooling around, just recording like a little video, and I'm gonna input the footage here and you guys can see for yourself. And that was literally about 4 days before I actually made it. So I made it. It almost didn't happen, and I have a little bit of a problem. I have a little bit of a problem in the fact that I really don't want to use that checkered fabric for the trousers. I just can't. I can't. Like, it's just not organically happening. Like, every time I pick up that fabric, it's just not, it's not my friend, and I'm not his friend, and I just don't like it. I know it's horrible and all the fabrics are lovely, but it's just not my fabric. There's something about it, but something about this pattern just does not agree with me. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'm thinking of scrapping that. It's this checkered fabric. But you know what? Now I've made it, I'm actually really glad I did, because with a couple of tweaks, it's gonna look really good in my next make. So this is a wearable toile. It is of Morella trousers by Pauline Alice Morella trousers, which is pretty much what carry trousers is. Pretty much, apart from like, okay, it's slightly different. It's, the band is very much like it. So it's the plain front, and then you got a stretch at the back, and then you have really clever, like a pocket going across your hip, side of your hip. Yeah, very cute. And I tell you this is a non-stretch polyester fabric. Next time I make it in cotton fabric with some elastane, you know, some cotton twill or something. It's going to be gorge. It really goes well with everything in January collection. So yes, I will be wearing it. Maybe not right now because it's a bit too cold for such a high hem on trousers, but the moment it gets warmer, like a spring weather, you're on. Okay, so star of the show is my Jessie coat again. How cute is that? I adore it. The color, the everything. I tell you what I did. I made it one size bigger than my size by the pattern measurements. In the future, oh yes, in the future I will make the sleeves more square, because in the pattern it did say that you can turn it out, but the sleeves are quite short for me, at least, and to cuff them, it makes them even shorter and bulkier. So I would actually just square it out to here and lengthen it so that it's like this long, and then when I cuff it, it's like this long. Yes, that is gold for me. I will do that. In terms of construction, is very straightforward. Yeah, I had to be very careful with this fabric because it was fraying like there's no tomorrow. So the moment I cut out the parts, I overlocked them, and then I was just treating them as I would treat any other fabric. So underneath it all of these finishes, it's all been overlocked, and I just put the bias binding where I felt like it. I absolutely adore the pattern and the fabric and the combination of it. There is a post on Minerva on my page about this make, so if you want to know a bit more and see a bit more pictures, head there. I will put a link down below. This one, I finished my sweater. I finished it and I wore it to work as well, and my boss said, "Oh, that's your sweater from a video. I saw you talking about it. You extended the neckband." Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm easily amused. So anyway, I finished this sweater and it just goes really cutely with all the collection and many other things that I've made. I just wanted to say that it could be part of a collection, because when designer makes a collection, there is some knitwear in it sometimes. Yeah. So there you go. I tidied it all up. I made it all finished. Yeah. And I just absolutely love this color on me. It's just one of my favorites. Yeah, I think with this collection business, I love it. It really kept me on track. Usually I'm very easily distracted. I'm good at making plans. Not all the time I'm good at sticking to them, because it's only me. If I made plans, I can negotiate and say, yeah, but this fabric is prettier, so, or this pattern is super new, so oh my god, everybody's making, let's do this one, and then I'll be like, yeah, okay. But with you guys now, I've made a whole video and made a promise to myself and my sewing friends on YouTube that I will make this particular collection. And I just had to do it. I don't know, it just seems like I've accomplished a lot this month and I absolutely love it. And I think, however, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick the fabrics and commit to the fabrics and loosely have some ideas about what I want to make, what garments. So for example, I'll make a blouse out of this fabric, or I make pants out of this fabric, or I make a skirt or dress, but I will not commit to the exact pattern I want to make, and I just have to give myself that little bit of creativity license, if you will. Jesus, this is the end of the video. Come on, we can do it. 2 more minutes, come on. So yes, commit to the fabrics, not the patterns, and that way I will have a bit more room to be creative as I go, and yet at the end of the month I will have a cohesive mini capsule that I can wear together with each other or with other things in my closet. So I think it sounds like a good plan. And also what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say I'm making 5, because this month I've committed to 8 and I made 8 and I made 10 in fact. But it's not guaranteed that next month I will have enough time or energy or, you know, whatever. So I'm just going to commit to like a minimal make, and then I'm going to do bonus makes. So if I'm good for time, I will make those on top. And if I don't make them, then that's okay, because I said I might or might not make them. Does that make sense to you? What do you think? Anyway, thank you guys for sticking around. I hope you're having a nice week, and I will see you very soon. And let me know your thoughts and what is your favorite garment from my collection down there. As you know, I love your comments. Give me a little thumbs up, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
I'm changing.